What is up, my beauties? Welcome back to my channel. I am Michaela Shanti. If you guys are new to my channel, if you guys do enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and also comment down below on your favorite thing about this video. Today we're gonna go into the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. So I did do my right eye off camera, so now we're about to create the same thing on the left eye over here. So I'm gonna go into my e.l.f. 16 Hour Camouflage Concealer. So we're gonna prep and prime our lids for these beautiful pigments so that we have a nice clean canvas, so when we put on these pigments they are just gonna pop. So now, beauties, you can see we have a blank canvas. We are going to be getting into the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette over here. Alright, beauties, so the first shade that we're getting into over here is this beautiful matte purple shade. So we're going to be blending that right into our crease. Alright, beauties, so I would recommend your canvas being dry before you go into it. So after you put on that concealer, make sure it's dry, because if you do go in when it's moist or wet, it's going to be patchy. So just make sure your canvas is dry before we go into these pigments, and let's blend this out, this purple eyeliner in a winged effect over here, okay? Alright, beauty, so you just want to start out tracing where and how you want your winged effect to be. So just trace it out, and then we're going to build up those purple colors. Alright, beauty, so now that we have this purple pigment blended out, so now we're going to go into the black shade in the palette. So beauties, we're going to be taking this shade over here, and we're going to be blending that in with the purple pigment that we used. So we're just going to emphasize it and kind of create, like, you know, a purple wine color. Now you're just going to want to go back in with that purple pigment, and then we're just going to blend that black out and kind of blend these two shades together so we can get a nice consistency with both of these pigments. And also, beauties, your blending does not have to be too perfect. I mean, yes, we want to blend these two colors together, you guys, but don't worry about if you get this too low, like the pigment of this purple too low onto your lid. It's okay if you guys bring this pigment a little lower than usual, because we're going to go back in, we're going to cut the crease anyway. We're just really trying to emphasize these two colors together so we can get a nice consistency. Also, pat your brushes, because if you're not dusting off the pigment, you're gonna have like splats of like pigment go everywhere. So just make sure you guys are patting off your brushes before you do blend out these pigments, because if you don't, it's just gonna be looking a little haywire, you guys. So just make sure you're patting off that pigment and then going into your eyes. So we're going to be taking this pink shade over here, and we're going to just be blending that right on top. And also, sometimes, beauties, I do like to take this into different sections. So like I said, sometimes you guys can just focus your pigment in one certain area, so you can focus on blending out that pigment just slowly but surely, you guys. Like I said, take your time, do not rush with this, because the quicker you rush through this, the more it's just going to come out just cakey, and it's just not gonna look blended and smooth. So just take your time. Like I say, beauties, zone out, put on some music. Like I say, you guys, I'm doing this voiceover for you beauties, so I can't really listen to music right now, but just get in your zone, blend out your pigments, and like I say, it's gonna come out amazing if you guys take your time and just focus on blending out those pigments and getting that nice smooth gradient effect as we see on this right side of the eye. So next, beauties, we're going to be getting into this orange matte shade. It's more of a lighter neutral orange matte shade. So we're going to be blending that right on top of where we just put our pink pigment. You're going to get a nice smooth gradient effect with this, and all these pigments are going to blend smoothly in together, and you're going to get a nice beautiful ombre effect with this eyeshadow over here. Okay, beauties? beauties, so we have all three of those pigments blended out together. So beauties, we're going to be blending out on the last top shade. We're going to be blending out this beautiful bright yellow shade over here. So we're going to be blending that right on top of where we put the orange so we can get that nice sunset kind of vibe feel over here, okay beauties? Alright beauties, so now that we have all four of these pigments blended out, we're going to go back in. As you guys can see, we need to amp it up a little bit more. So we're going to go back in, probably I'd say on this eye I went in about 2 to 3 times of the same pigments. So you're going to do the same thing on this left side of the eye. So I'm going to go back in with those pigments. We're going to blend it out to our desired consistency. And then we're going to be cutting our crease with the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camouflage Concealer, okay beauties? And basically what I'm going to do beauties is I'm just going to trace it out on where I'm going to cut the crease. So I'm going to use the concealer and then I'm going to use my micellar water and then I'm going to take off that makeup and then I'm really going to get into emphasizing and cutting the crease after that. And like I also tell you beauties, also take your time on cutting the crease because the longer you take and the more precise you are on just focusing on little parts of your eye, you're going to get a nice beautiful lined up cut crease. So you're going to have a nice smooth line where you're going to be lining your liner for. Or even if you're doing any other type of look, just always take your time on cutting the crease because it's just going to come out amazing and you guys are going to be it's gonna be worth it taking more time to cut your crease than as if you just rush through it, you guys. So just take your time on cutting the crease and it'll come out as perfect as you want it to be. Alright beauty, so that's how it's looking like over there after we did cut our crease. Liner over here in silver, so we're just going to be lining that up. So beauties, we're just going to be lining it up exactly where we did line our and we did our cut crease. So you're just going to be lining that with that so we can get a nice beautiful cut crease over here, and it's just going to be lined up and the glitter is just going to make it pop. Alright beauty, so that's what it's looking like after I did line it with the glitter liner in Diamond Dust. So we're going to be taking those same pigments that we did put on the top of our eye, we're going to be putting it on the bottom of our eye as well. So we're just going to be blending out that purple, that pink, that orange, or the yellow. We're going to be blending that right on the bottom of our eye over here, and we're going to be doing it in an ombre effect. So we're going to go from the purple, the pink, the orange, the yellow, and then we're going to bring it out in a winged type of effect over here. We're just going to get into that, use those same colors, and then we're going to line it with the glitter liner as well on the edge. So why I do this is because I'm emphasizing my cut crease. So you guys see, you can definitely see the white from where I did cut the crease. It really emphasizes where we're doing that cut crease. So when we put our bottom pigments on, we're going to see that gradient effect from our ombre over here to the ombre on the top of our eyes.
should you be? 'Cause who am I to be alone when your love never is for me?
Alright, beauty, so I also am just going to go pop on my lashes. So the lashes that I do have, I received from Strips by RF. You can find her on Instagram. I will also link her down below in my description. She also did come out with a Zodiac lash line as well. I will also be sporting those on my next videos. So I'm going to be getting the lashes Capricorn, and then I'm also going to be getting the lashes in the style Libra. So if you guys did know, I'm a Capricorn, and I have a Libra rising, so I got those two lashes from her. So thank you so much, beauty, for sending me those lashes. Let me just go pop this other lash on, blend this out a little bit more, and then we're about to get into our face, beauties, okay? So we can get all nice and slayed up today, okay? So this is how it's looking like over here after I did pop on my other eyelash over here. So we have our eyes ready, beauty. So now what we're about to do is we're about to get into our face. So you guys know we have to start out with primer. So for primer, beauties, we're going to be getting into this e.l.f. hydrating primer over here. It's in the blue bottle. So after that, we can put on our foundation. Beauties, I already did prep and prime my skin. I did this about a few hours ago, you guys, because it literally takes me forever to do my eyes. So you guys, I'm just priming up my skin. So when we put on this foundation, we're going to be looking all nice and smooth, subtle, and it's just going to get our skin nice and fresh. So beauties, I'm going to be getting into my Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. This is like my favorite go-to foundation anytime I'm wearing. If I want very full coverage, this is the best foundation that I would recommend for you beauties. So I am going to go into Selfie Ready Foundation Brush by e.l.f. So this is what it looks like over here, you beauties. Then I'm just going to pop a little, oh my god, you guys. Just gonna be popping on a little bit of dots on my face, and then we're gonna blend out this foundation with this brush. And you guys, I also wanted to get into this, you guys. Usually if I'm doing my eyeshadow, like I'm going in with the mirror that's on the palette, but I also did snag this two-sided mirror. I did get it from Walmart. I got it probably like a month or two ago, you guys. So if you're really looking to get intricate, it has a more zoomed in so you can see more of like what you're getting into, and it also has a regular side so you can see your whole face. If you guys see this in my video anywhere, this is usually what I use if I'm putting on my foundation, my contour, so I can see everything that's going on. You guys, I already did get it some in my hair, but you guys, I would recommend if you're about to blend out your foundation or do anything with your face, especially with foundation, to kind of put your hair back, or like have a scrunchie, not a scrunchie, you guys, but like a headband kind of that holds your hair back. Especially I don't have one of those, so I'm just gonna be putting my hair behind. And like I said, beauties, with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation, I am in the shade Boga Toga, if you guys were wondering. Like I said, I love this foundation because it is very full coverage. It gives you a nice, beautiful matte finish. So I would highly recommend this product for you guys if you guys are looking for something that's full coverage, not a little too natural. This definitely gives you the full coverage if you're going for the night out, if you're going anywhere, even if you're like just doing something and you want like full on coverage, this is gonna give it to you. And also, beauties, let me know down in the comments below what order do you guys do your makeup in. I'll just get my eyes done first because that's literally what takes me forever. And then doing my face, you guys, is just like ABC 1 2 3. Like doing my face is just quick and easy. It's not too much, so it's very easy to do my foundation, my contour, and everything because I'm just used to it. Because after I've done my eyes, which is the intricate part, I can just get into my face and get sculpted out. And so what is your guys' favorite order that you guys do your makeup in? Alright, beauty, so that's what it's looking like over there after I did use the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. You guys can see that it's a very full coverage. As you guys can see, I do have like a pimple. I've been breaking out, you guys, but I do have a few pimples on this side, but it does do a pretty good job of covering everything else that I do have on my face. Next, beauties, we're going to get into our concealer. I'm going to be getting into the Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio. So we're just going to do that on our highlighted part so we can get a nice highlighted look over here, okay? Alright, beauty, so I'm going to be getting into this Kylie Jenner setting powder, and we're going to be setting our face. Alright, beauty, so we're taking this Morphe Lo-Fi palette over here. I do love how the Morphe Lo-Fi palette does have a full-on mirror in its palette, so I really like that. If you guys don't have like a holding mirror like I do, you guys can always just use this palette, and you can even use this if you're going into eyeshadow. Alright, beauty, so now that I am sculpted out over here, now we are going to dust off this bake, and then we're going to get into highlight. So for highlight, we're going to use Stardust and Lit, and we're just about to highlight the contours, not the contours, you guys, but the highlights of our upper cheekbones over here, you know, the tip of your nose by your Cupid's bow over here, just all of the highlighted parts. We're just gonna highlight that up and make it glow to the gods. So beauties, I usually always go into my fan brush over here, so that's usually what I highlight with. So we're just about to get into the shades Lit and Stardust, and we're gonna see how these two colors blended together come out. And also, beauties, if you're looking for a little more pop with your highlight, you can always take your setting spray, any type of setting spray you have, spray your brush just a little bit or a lot, it's up to you. So just spray your brush a little bit, and then go into your pigments. It's going to make your highlight pop even more if you're looking for more of a blinding glow. Alright, beauty, so that's what it's looking like over here. This is just with the Morphe Lo-Fi palette and those shades Stardust and Lit. So this is what it's looking like over here. But beauties, I always love to go in with my topper for my highlight, so I'm going to get into the Wet n Wild I'm So Lit Loose highlight. And also, beauties, if you are looking to snag this, this is what it looks like over here. It is in a little capsule kind of circular thing capsule, you guys. So this is what it looks like. This is what the back looks like over here. So now we're just gonna top it up, and we're gonna make this highlight pop. Okay. Alright, beauty, so this is what it's looking like, topping it off with the Wet n Wild loose highlight and I'm So Lit. You guys can see it just enhances your glow by ×10. So it just gives you that oomph if you guys are really looking to shine up the night, have that beautiful radiant glow, like you gonna be shining, honey. Okay, so this is what it's looking like over here if you guys want to be more extra like me and glow. So now we're gonna get into lips over here, beauty. So I am going to line my lips with my black liner, and then we're going to get into a shade. Okay. Alright, beauty, so I did emphasize my lips over here, like I did show you guys in my previous video on how to contour your lips to make them look bigger and fuller. So I did my little black liner trick and routine. So now we're about to get into a shade. Alright, beauty, so I'm going to be taking my Perfect Tone Matte Lip Cream. It doesn't really have a shade name, you guys. It just says Perfect Tone Matte Lip Cream. I would say the shade is kind of a little bit more of a darker matte purple shade, so it's more of a deep shade. I do believe this color does go with this look very well, with the purple and the orange and the yellow. It's just going to make everything pop and come together. So we're going to keep it matte. We're not going to put on any gloss onto the top of this, so we're just going to pop this on our lips, and then I am also going to be doing the same on what I did on my eyes, on the bottom of my eyes as well. Alright beauties, so this is what it's looking like with this matte lip cream from Black Radiance. So also if you guys want to clean up your edges, if you did like, you know, mess up your lipstick a little bit, or if you did like overline or something, you know, went out of place, you guys can always go back in with your concealer brush and then just use foundation. I would recommend foundation instead of concealer, you guys, because you're gonna have a white cast. I have learned this from previous experiences, you guys. I go back to look at my videos or my pictures and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have like a white cast by my lips. So I would recommend you guys going in with foundation if you guys are going to clean up your lips instead of concealer, because it's going to look a lot better and it's going to blend in more compared to just doing it with concealer. I just realized, you guys, that I forgot to dust off my bake. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't look bad, you guys. Like I said, beauties, this set does melt into your face. There was probably a little bit that I needed to dust off, you guys, but I totally forgot to dust it off, you guys. That's the first time I have. Alright beauties, so that's what it's looking like over here after I did put those bottom pigments on the bottom of my under eye. So you guys see it emphasizes your eyes more, makes this color pop, guys, compared to if you didn't do, you know, your bottom eyeshadow, compared to if you did. Like, it's always good to do your bottom eyeshadow, you guys, because it basically just makes your whole look come together. You can even use different pigments. It just makes everything pop. And also, you guys, if you guys are looking for a cherry on top for your makeup, I would recommend you guys putting on a highlight in your inner corner and also lining your waterline. This is optional, you guys. You don't have to do this, but I usually like to, you guys, because, you know, you guys, your girl likes to be extra. So I'm also gonna pop on a little bit of highlight and a little bit of glitter in my inner corners, and then we're also gonna line I'm gonna line my waterline with the Dulzura Cosmetics neon pigment in a light purple, and then we are gonna finish up this look, okay? And also a tip I would recommend for your beauties, if you are lining your waterline with a neon pigment, I would recommend pointing your face at a 90-degree angle straight down, and also have your mirror just like this or any type of thing that can catch the neon pigment, because if you go in, you guys, with your neon pigment and I'm just looking at the camera, you are gonna have a bunch of fallout just go all over your face, and it's gonna ruin where you put your concealer, where you put your highlight. It's just gonna get all over that and it's gonna get all messed up and you're gonna have to go back in again. So we do not want to do that. So just tilt your head to a 90-degree angle, hold it, basically you're kind of holding it kind of upside down so you guys don't get that neon pigment everywhere, you guys, because if you have worked with neon pigment is very loose, so it gets everywhere, you guys. Like, literally it is very hard to not have neon pigment just go all over the place. So if you keep it in a concentrated area, and you'll catch it with your mirror just like I do, you guys. I have a little bit on my mirror as well. So just tilt your head so you guys won't have a bunch of fallout. And especially beauties, if you put on fake lashes and you're not really seeing your bottom lashes, it doesn't really match up. So it's always good, you guys, to put mascara on your lower lashes. And all these tips and tricks, beauties, this is just something that is going to make your makeup look pop. It is just little tiny nicks and knacks to your makeup that you can do. You know, you can go in and do all this, but if you guys go in and do these little steps that I'm telling you guys, like put in the highlight in your inner corner and line your waterline and put a little bit of glitter, if you guys go that extra mile, it's going to look like you went that extra mile, not in a bad way, but in a good way. It's going to look like, oh my God, like her makeup looks amazing. It's going to go from that makeup look looks good to that makeup look looks amazing. It's just gonna emphasize and it's gonna highlight everything that you just worked so hard on, and you are definitely gonna be pleased at the end by doing these little knacks. So in my inner corner, beauties, I'm gonna go into my Zodiac palette. If you guys haven't tried it out, I would recommend it for you guys. This is definitely a good starter eyeshadow palette. This is good for beginners, intermediate, advanced, anything that you want to get into. It has glitter shades and also matte shades, so I would highly recommend this for you guys. And they also have in the Zodiac palettes, they have a middle highlight shade. So this is usually what I go into if I want to emphasize my inner corner. So we're going to go into this one because I have the Love Signs and I also have the regular Zodiac Sign palette. So this one, it has more of a white highlight, and then the Love Signs has more of a pink highlight. So I'm going to go into the white one and we're going to pop it on our inner corner. Alright beauties, so that's what it's looking like after I pop that highlight in my inner corner. So now I'm going to go into the Coulourpop palette. I did do a previous makeup look with that palette. If you guys would like to check that out, I will list it down below in my description as well. I made a beautiful natural glam look with that, so I will link it down below. And then we are just going to take that glitter shade, it's called Hungry Ghost, and we're going to also pop that on our inner corner just to make it emphasize and pop. And like I said beauties, if you guys haven't checked out my previous Coulourpop palette makeup tutorial, I would recommend it for you guys. I do go into how I'm talking about these glitter pigments in Coulourpop, in this Coulourpop palette. You guys, literally the glitter shades are the most glittery glitter shades that I have ever seen out of a palette. Like, I love how they're loose. Some people don't like that, but I really do like that, that they're very loose, because it gives them a very glittery more feel than just a compressed glitter, because the compressed glitter compared to their glitter is very vibrant and it just highlights up your whole face, guys. All right beauty, so now that we do have our full face over here, we got all glammed out, we did all this hard work, we do not want it to come off. So I'm gonna go in with my Coulourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. This one more is a more everyday type of makeup setting spray, so it is not as more of like holding in, but it definitely does set your face in the ways that you do need it. So let's just spray this on beauties, okay? Alright beauties, so this is the completed look over here for you beauties. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did and you stuck to the end, you are amazing, you're awesome. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also comment down below on your favorite thing on this video. And thank you so much beauties for staying tuned into my videos. I love getting into these makeup tutorials for you guys and seeing what I can create for you beauties. There is so many things, like I say, you guys can do with makeup if you guys literally give it that go. Anything in life, you guys, if you give it a go, and even if you try, it is going to come out amazing, because as long as you tried, at least you know you tried at the end of the day, compared to that you never tried at all. So thank you so much beauties for staying tuned into my videos. I love you beauties, and I will catch you guys on my next upload. Thank you so much. Bye.